Hey, what's up, guys? It's Bye here. Get ready to say goodbye to the mega Imperium kingdoms. With the new KvK matchmaking changes, there won't be any need to cram 70, 80, or even 90 billion power worth of players in one kingdoms where you have so many people that you cannot participate in any event anymore. You can't even farm, okay? And there won't be any need to like 0 players to reduce the matchmaking score, and possibly you will never have to double fill your hospital again. And maybe small alliances can finally have a chance to control their own fate in their own kingdoms. And maybe you don't need to migrate out as much anymore. So let me go into some changes here, some of the new changes to the new KvK matchmaking. War of alliances, right? So with the change, all alliances will select standalone Season of Conquest story so that kingdom member can battle in different lost kingdoms. So let's say if your kingdom have a, let's say like a big pay-to-win alliance and you have like a small free-to-play alliance, right? Now you no longer have to be in the same KvK with the big spender alliance. You can just do a different KvK and you will be matched to a different lost kingdom, and maybe you will be able to enjoy the KvK more fighting against the alliance that around your power. Maybe, right? It's still gonna be down to like how the matchmakings work, but I would say if you have like a free-to-play alliance and you set up with differently with a pay-to-win alliance, your chance of like getting into like a free-to-play KvK is gonna be a lot higher now, and I think you can definitely enjoy the KvK a lot more, in my opinion. So we'll see. Let's go and take a look a little bit more on some of the changes here that coming to the new KvK matchmaking here. So as I mentioned, right, the alliance now can decide on which KvK they want to play. Right, so let's go through the rule here. So we got a couple of like thing here that we had to go to, right? So number 1, the alliance leader holds the power to pick a story and register at the start of the event, which will sign up all alliance members to that story, right? So if you are the alliance leader, you can pick whatever KvK story you want to play. You can choose to not play the same KvK as the main, the one controlling the kingdom, okay? The leader. Okay, so now the thing is that, right, let's say you have some farmer cows and you want your farmer cows to be in the same KvK with you. You gotta make sure that all of those farmer cows have to be in one alliance, and that alliance had to sign up with the same KvK, right? Remember that, so don't forget. A lot of changes coming into the KvK matchmaking here. So make sure you know the detail and make sure that you don't mess up. Okay, number 2, the leader must have level 25 city hall, and the alliance must possess no fewer than 10 members to register for a story. So minimum 10 players. In the alliance, the leader can withdraw and re-register for another story during the registration phase. Right? Very, very similar. You can cancel. You can re-register for a different story. Number 4, during the registration phase, joining a new alliance will automatically register the governor to the story that the alliance have matched to, and leaving the alliance will automatically withdraw your story registration, right? So you gotta make sure that you stay in the right alliance before the registration ends, right? Another things here for people to watch out for. Hopefully nobody got messed up, okay? But there are a lot of new changes coming here, so make sure you guys pay close attention here, guys. Alright, next one, registration phase. So the previous one is what? Registration rules. Next one is registration phase here. Alright, number 1, kingdom will have a 1 Season of Conquest registration phase in which to express interest during the event period, okay? If an alliance unsuccessfully attempt registration for the phase, then that alliance must wait until all other alliances in the kingdom have finished their lost kingdom event before the alliance can register for subsequent event, right? So let's say if you have like 5 alliance in your kingdom, and let's say 4 alliance decide to play Straps 8, 1 alliance decide to play Hero Academy KvK, and let's say that 1 alliance couldn't fight a match, and the other 4 alliance side up for Straps 8, then those 4 alliance will advance to the KvK, and the 1 alliance remaining, they will have to wait until the other 4 alliance finish. Okay, so that is another risk for setting up a different story with other alliance, right? So let's say if you have let's say you have 5 alliance in your kingdom, and 3 alliance set up for one story, and 2 alliances set up for another story, right? If there a chance that one of the sides that got like match unsuccessfully, now you gonna have to wait until the other side finish, right? So that is the risk. There is definitely a risk for you to sign up to a different story with the king. I think the king alliance. I think the king alliance will probably gonna get guaranteed to get match. I think that is. I think we'll keep reading here. So that is for registration phase. Matchmaking mode here, right? So there gonna be a normal mode. If you select the same story as the king, then you will certainly be placed in the same lost kingdom. Okay, so the alliance leader have an option to pick either to select normal mode, or you can pick random mode as well. So when you pick random mode here, even if you select the same story as the king, you may still be placed in a different lost kingdom. So there is a chance. There is a chance for you to be in a different lost kingdom here compared to the king alliance, right? So another twitch there for you to watch out for. Number 3, regardless of the matchmaking mode selected by the alliance leader, or governors that come from the same kingdom and are matched to the same lost kingdom will certainly be allocated to the one faction. Okay, so let's say look like the map is gonna be like a 4. Look like a Hero Academy KvK map here, and this one is Straps 8 map, right? So I think by faction they mean like you gotta be in the same camp. I think faction is pretty much the camp, I think, right? I think that's what they meant. So if you gotta be signed up, if you gotta be put in the same lost kingdom, then you gotta be in the same camp, right? Makes sense, right? You don't want to be fighting against the same alliance from your same kingdom, right? Right? Doesn't make sense, right? So that is the matchmaking mode here. Next one we have alliance management. Okay, governor cannot join an alliance which has been matched to a different lost kingdom. Okay, so I think you cannot join after the match, right? After the alliance in your kingdom is matched to a different lost kingdom, you cannot join anymore, right? So another thing to keep an eye out for, right? Another thing, as I mentioned before, that you gotta make sure that your farmer account, your farmer alliance that you want to bring to the lost kingdom, they have to be in the same, right? They have to be in the same lost kingdom as you. However, though in their home kingdom can still join alliance that have not yet registered for a story. Okay. So like you cannot join the ones that register for a story already. You can only join the ones that unsuccessfully match for a story. Number 2, we got a governor who have already embarked on a Lost Kingdom event cannot join an alliance currently involved in registering or matchmaking process. Okay, a little kind of like hard to understand there, but try not to leave the alliance and try to join a different alliance when you join the KvK. Pretty much what it's trying to say here. A governor currently fighting a Lost Kingdom match cannot create alliance or transfer leadership, right? So another thing for you to watch out here for. There is some other stuff in the other section here as well. Alliance event. Once the matchmaking process has completed, governor will then be unable to join an alliance matched to a different Lost Kingdom than you. A governor should be aware of the potential for alliance event to clash with story registration and strategically plan Arc of Osiris or Siret Lake and other events, right? Another thing that you need to be in the alliance you need to be in the alliance for KvK, right? So like, let's say if you gotta use a sub alliance for Osiris League, then you gotta make sure that you bring that sub alliance to the same KvK, right? Or if you're using a sub alliance for like playing Ark of Osiris, then you gotta make sure that you bring that sub alliance to the same KvK as well, right? So that is something for you to keep an eye out for. During the event period, alliance member who have successfully finished the matchmaking process will only be able to take part in KvK event with other governor also matched to the same Lost Kingdom. Okay. Furthermore, camp ranking will be displayed instead of kingdom ranking during the eve of the Crusade event. I honestly don't know how they gonna show the ranking for people with a different KvK, to be honest. Kind of weird, right? Kind of weird here. We'll see. A coalition upper limit of alliance member will be expanded, increasing gradually from 5 to 20 during the event. So, based on my own comprehension from reading this sentence here, right, I think this is the limit for the amount of like alliance in one coalition, right? So like, as you keep playing the KvK, they can keep adding more alliance in the same coalition. Is what I understand here, right? Some people say it could be an increase in the cap limit for the alliance member, but I think it has to do with the amount of like the number of alliance in one coalition. So we'll see to find out. Subsequent seasons here. After registration phase has concluded, subsequent season of conquest will return to the kingdom registration system. If there are still alliances within kingdoms that have been successfully matched to a Lost Kingdom event that is still ongoing, then the next round of season of conquest can only begin once all of the alliances in the kingdom have ended their current season of conquest and return to their home kingdom. Okay, so let's say if one alliance doing Strap the 8 and another kingdom doing Heroic KvK, they have a different timeline, right? And they have a different in terms of like how long the KvK is going to last. So let's say if you're going to do Strap the 8, you're going to finish your KvK maybe 4 or 5 days early, then you have to wait. You have to wait for the people who doing Heroic Anthem KvK to finish for you to be able to go into the next KvK, I think. Right, register for the next KvK. Something like that, okay? So like, this is definitely like a big chain, I would say. This one is definitely like a big chain here for like the KvK matchmaking. There could be like a lot more focusing on building the top alliance, I would say, right? Now you don't have to, I would say now you don't have to focus too much on the kingdom anymore, right? But then it's kind of like take away the, like for signing up as an alliance, I feel like it's taking away the whole idea of like having KvK, right? KvK is supposed to be kingdoms versus kingdom, right? And now you are handpicking the alliance to go into the fight. Like, to be honest, it's definitely something we need to see how's it gonna turn out, how's it gonna work out, right? Like, I like the idea because it gave like the small alliance a chance to play a different KvK. It also reduced the amount of people in each kingdom. Now they don't have to try to recruit a lot of players anymore, right? But like, I do feel like it's taking away that like KvK mechanic, right? Now we cannot like say, now we can have a like we can have a one kingdom that participate in multiple KvK, right? And we gonna have a like one alliance losing one KvK and another alliance winning another KvK. So there is no, I would say there is nothing to I don't know, there could be nothing to be proud of anymore for your kingdom. Right now it's all gonna come down to the alliance, right? Who have the strongest alliance, I think, right? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what do you guys think about the new chain in the matchmaking system here for the KvK, guys. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.